Why did Jungkook's live end in chaos, and why did Taehyung's reaction leave everyone shocked and speechless? This moment has taken over the internet, and fans everywhere are still asking the same question. What really happened that night? Before we dive deep into the truth, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any updates about Jungkook, Taehyung, Taekook, and everything happening in the BTS world. Now, let's start from the beginning. Jungkook went live as he always does. Simple, natural, and real. His hair was messy, his face still sleepy, and his voice soft, almost like a whisper. He smiled shyly and asked if fans could hear him. Just like that, millions of hearts melted again. He started talking about random things, snacks, music, and daily life. He laughed at himself for mispronouncing Concho, and armies couldn't stop smiling. It felt warm, familiar, and comforting. Then he began playing a horror game, and that's when chaos started. Every time a ghost appeared, Jungkook screamed, not with fear, but with the politeness only he could have. "Sir, please wait," he shouted once. "Then ma'am, please don't move." It was hilarious, and fans around the world were laughing together. That's the Jungkook everyone loves, funny, honest, and unfiltered. But after all the laughter, there was a moment of silence. Gunk stopped talking. He looked at the screen quietly, his eyes soft, his expression calm, almost emotional. For a few seconds, it felt like time froze. And that's when armies began to notice something. The way he smiled, the way his eyes softened. It felt familiar. Many said, "He's thinking about Taehyung." Others whispered, "Look at that expression. We've seen it before." It wasn't the first time fans felt that energy. For years, people have seen the connection between Taehyung and Jungkook, the small glances, the subtle smiles, the quiet understanding. They don't have to say anything. They just know. But that night, it felt different, deeper. Because just hours after Jungkook ended his live, Taehyung posted something unexpected, a simple photo. Fries from McDonald's. Nothing unusual, right? But for the internet, it was chaos. People started making theories. He's sending a message. This is about Jungkook. The post spread everywhere, and within hours, it became one of the most discussed things online. And here's the question: why? Why does every little thing Taehyung or Jungkook do become a controversy? Other idols can post anything, food, selfies, funny videos, and no one overreacts. But when these two share something simple, the internet explodes. A smile becomes a headline, a gesture becomes a theory, a silence becomes a... This is what fans call the double standard. When Jimin does the same thing, it's cute. When another idol eats fast food, it's relatable. But when Taehyung or Jungkook do it, it's suspicious, it's attention-seeking, it's too much. Why? Why are they judged for being human? Why can't two people who have known each other for over a decade just exist without the world turning it into drama? The truth is, people project their own bias. They decide who deserves peace and who deserves hate. It's not about truth anymore. It's about popularity. But behind all this noise, Jungkook just keeps being himself. He laughs, he plays games, he interacts with fans. He's polite, funny, and full of warmth. Even in chaos, he stays calm because that's who he is. And sometimes, in the middle of his laughter, he falls silent. Just for a second, he looks down, smiles softly, and fans know exactly who he's thinking about. Taehyung. They've shared years together, not just as bandmates, but as friends who understand each other without words. The way they look at each other, the way they laugh at the same things, the quiet comfort they share, it's something real. Some call it friendship. Some call it chemistry. Others say it's something deeper. Whatever it is, it's undeniable. And maybe that's why the world reacts so strongly, because what's real always makes people uncomfortable. No matter how much hate or judgment they face, Taehyung and Jungkook never need to explain themselves. Because when something is genuine, it doesn't need proof. It speaks through small moments, through glances, through laughter, through silence, and maybe, just maybe, That's what makes Taekook so powerful. So the next time the internet explodes over a photo, a smile, or a live stream, take a moment and look deeper. Sometimes what looks like chaos is just honesty, and what feels like drama is simply love in its purest, quietest form. Thank you for watching until the end. If you believe in being real, being kind, and seeing beyond the noise, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell because we'll keep uncovering the stories behind the world's most talked about moments in BTS, Taehyung, and Jungkook's journey. Until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and keep believing in what's real.